Hey guys, this is Steven, and today I'm going to be doing a little discussion about World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. It's a discussion about what I'm looking forward to the game, what my expectations, and and what and new places to explore in the new expansion. So it's kind of like have little thoughts on that. So let's talk about the game, Battle for Azeroth, and the new zones we will be going to. So the new expansion for Battle for Azeroth, we are, going to be exploring two zones, and these two zones are separate. You're going to have the Horde will have their own zones, and what's really cool, the Alliance are going to have their own zones to explore and their own quests. So it's not, when they say it was going to be Battle for Azeroth, you expect Horde and Alliance battle it out, that old chestnut. But no, it's basically Horde are going to be facing off against other people, and the Alliance are going to be facing basically like witchcraft and old gods. People who work for the old gods, of course. So yeah. So, anyways, so let's start with the Horde. The Horde is pretty cool. I'm a big fan of the Horde. Lady Sylvanas, is kind of the cool war chief. But anyways, the Horde are going to go to the Zandalari. I hope I said that right. If not, sorry for butchering the name. It's where we're gonna meet the new trolls and explore that new zone, which a lot of people have been excited about. I've never really known much about the Zandalari trolls. I've played a lot of Warcraft, but didn't know all that much about them. I guess I didn't play too much of the story in Mists of Pandaria. Well, it was kind of like level up too fast, but I'm gonna do that again and kind of learn more of the story and see what's up. But yeah, Zandalari Island is gonna be a cool place to explore, learn more about the Zandalari trolls and the blood trolls, and the old gods are gonna be coming back for this expansion. So we are now done with the Legion. The Legion is now basically done. We've defeated Sargeras and the Legion. We think we defeated Sargeras and Legion, but I think we might see. We are definitely going to see Sargeras later down the line. I believe he's going to come back. He's not dead, and nor can he be killed. He's too powerful to be killed. So yeah. But the next expansion, this new version for Battle for Azeroth, we are finally getting Queen Azara. We got her in World of Warcraft in the Night Elves storyline. When you do some of the quests, you meet Queen Azara. Cataclysms, you see Queen Azara in the dungeons, where you see up close and personal. But she's in her Night Elf form, her original form. And then you see her again in Legion, and you see her in her fish form and her original form. And so we don't see her that much, but we get to talk to her. We see her, but now we're going to have Queen Azara will have more major role in Battle for Azeroth, from what I understand, and we will be finally facing her in a raid, and she's basically the most powerful, one of the most powerful Night Elves in the entire game, and I believe she's a mage. From what I've heard, I believe definitely she's a mage, so that makes her a lot more tough than Jaina. I mean, she's a lot more stronger than Jaina. So I mean, Jaina Primer, I thought she was the strongest, But when I found out Trenda was Queen Ajara was a mage, I was okay. Then yeah, she's definitely the strongest and more powerful than Jaina, and could kick her ass pretty quickly, in my opinion, if she wanted to. I mean, in a fight, fair fight, yes. Yeah, I've seen what Queen Ajara can do, and believe me, that bitch can kill you instant if she wanted to. Overall, I think this is something I've been wanting to explore, and I really wanted more Queen Ajara. So Queen Ajara is basically used to be leader of the Night Owls. She was the queen of the Night Owls, but at the same time, she was very evil and wanted power and domain over everything. She was very manipulative. I can't say it right. My English is language is not that great, but she was just not a very nice person, and she was very evil. So she did a lot of bad things to good people. But overall, she basically, the first war they had, she basically lost, and she says she basically won, but she lost. Fair and square, she lost, but she never admits that, and she lost her city, she lost her people, and those who are loyal to her and who serve her. That psychotic sociopath for no apparent reason. I don't know why they would serve someone so evil. Really, just completely psycho. I would never serve someone like that. Well, granted, I would serve Sylvanas because she is more of a hero than bad. People. Lady Sylvanas has a lot of fans, and I'm one of Sylvanas fans. I kind of rather serve her. She kind of is. If you're loyal to her, she rewards you. But Queen Ajara is more like, yes, go. Do this, and you gain nothing, unless if she likes you, and you really. Queen Ajara, the only thing, if you're very loyal to her and you kiss her ass constantly, then yeah. But overall, I'm really excited to explore the old gods, but to get more of Queen Ajara and to have more story with the character. So I'm excited to. She's going to be more of a major role, and also she's going to be behind the scenes as well because she has agents that we do not know. I believe the Kulturas, they are. We have a trader, which I believe that we have been spoiled. We know who it is, and we help out Jaina Paramore's mom to reveal who it is and to save her people. But I think if I'm not mistaken, she might have one for the Horde as well, which I think that would be really cool. But from what I understand, Queen Ajara will be the Alliance are going to be doing the kind of the Queen Ajara lore, and they're going to be dealing with her. And for the Horde, they're going to be dealing with the old gods like the Blood Trolls and basically the old gods. They're going to be doing more of that stuff, and we're going to see more of that. Now for the Alliance, I believe that we're going to get Norzoth, one of the old gods, and he's going to. I believe that we are finally going to see Norzoth, one of the old gods who has been behind the scenes in the entire expansions. And I mean, if you look at Cataclysms and Legion and other expansions, Norzoth has been a big part, big parts of this of the Warcraft franchise. He's pretty much this, he has been the weakest. Basically, they say he's always was weak compared to the other ones. But I think compared to the other ones, Norzoth has intelligence. He is much more smarter than the other gods, and I think he is by far the most deadliest out of all of them, because if he has someone like Queen Azara behind him, he basically give Queen Azara a new life, spare her life, and she chose to serve Norzoth. And Norzoth, I think people are, who said he was weak, far from it. He is not weak. I mean, weak is basically you're saying, he can't do nothing. This is an old god that has smarts. He has brains and knows how to use them. He knows how to he knows how to trick people into doing things he wants them to do. So he's always been behind the scenes and working behind the scenes, thinking 10 steps ahead of you, but like making you do things that you yourself, the player, not knowing that you're doing his dirty work. You're doing the things that he wants you to do. So that's what I think. And I've always been excited because I've always wanted to see Norzoth. He's definitely a big titan. He's a really big old god, and I want to see that. I want to see him, big size. And I believe the temple. We're gonna see the temple he's been sleeping in, the Black Temple. Who knows? We might even get the Black Temple, which also are part of the old gods, and that's gonna be really cool to see if we ever get to see that in this expansion, which I believe we will. I believe this expansion is not really focused on Horde versus the Alliance. This expansion is actually focused on the old gods. It's now we're getting more of the old gods, and the reason is we're getting a lot more. I mean, they're teasing it. We're getting a lot more, and they're just kind of like, oh yeah, it's Horde versus Alliance. Maybe for like the first 20 minutes, it's Horde versus Alliance. But after the Horde goes to Zandari, the Alliance are going to go to Kulturas. That's their zone, and you're going to be exploring Kulturas for the first time. If you never played Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, then this will be your first time exploring Kulturas. For myself, it's going to be my first time, but I kind of rather explore this version of Kulturas than the previous one, because here we kind of get to see what it really looks like. You kind of get to explore this world in a more better graphics and more how you can walk around and travel to different places, and you can do more stuff here. So it's not like the other ones where you just it's just story, but you don't get to see that much stuff. Here you get to travel. You get to see the mountains, the cities, the people, and I'm looking forward to seeing this new version of Kulturas. And of course, we get to see for the first time Jaina's mom. Jaina's mom. She's in here. I believe her name is Elizabeth Broadmoor. If I think it is. I may be mistaken. So if I am, I'm sorry. I don't remember it. I'll have to look it up. Yeah. But overall, this is going to be one of the best expansions. I mean, I think we're going to get, we're not only going to have Queen Azara in the raid. I believe Norzoth, one of the old gods, is going to be in the final boss raid. But I'm not sure if we will defeat him. Because I think he's going to be very powerful. But, I mean, who knows? I think this is a battle that we might lose, Azeroth. I mean, because, I mean, I'm going to put my theory out here. We explored, basically, Azeroth. We've seen most of Azeroth. And, I want to go, and I'm kind of, bored, I love exploring it. I love the new expansions, and I get to see new places. But I want to explore new places. I want to explore other planets, because if you played the Demon Hunter and you've seen the Legion, there is a the Demon Hunters have their own hangout, their own little hangout place flash there. But and then you see Azeroth, you see uh, the moon of Elune, you see another moon, and you see, I believe, the Shadowlands, maybe, and that's the theory that's going around. It's the Shadowlands. Um, so yeah, I mean, so I think in this version, my theory and my guess that the old gods are going to win in this expansion. I think the old gods, and my thing is, I think Norzoth has been prepared for us. I think he is preparing for us, and I think we are going to lose the battle for Azeroth. And I think not only for the Horde and Lions, but I think they are going to have no choice but to leave Azeroth and find a new home, and until they are able to come back, until they gain enough powers to defeat Norzoth. Because I mean, Norzoth is again very smart. He has been asleep for many years, but he has been working behind the scenes. He's been working, and he's doing his homework. He's been doing a little yeah, you're all idiots, and he's making you think that you've won. He's making you think you're doing all these battles. You beat the Legion. You beat these other bad guys, and Norzoth is like, yeah, you're doing my job. You're making it easy for me, because the more you destroy these guys, I'm getting stronger and smarter. So yeah, this is going to be really an intense battle, and I can't really wait to see Sylvanas. It's going to have more story, along with Thrall, Jaina, and King Varian. And they're all great characters. I think people think King Varian's a dick. He's not a dick. I think he's not. He's definitely not his father. His father was really was grizzled. You know what I mean? He was very smart but stubborn. King Varian, I think I think he could be a good leader, but man, he's got Greymane and of course Jaina, who are just, they want to destroy the Horde. I mean, Greymane, I have a lot of respect for Greymane, because I understand where he's coming from. He lost his son. They killed his son, but the undead were the ones that killed his son. But Greymane has become, he kind of really, not only he hates the undead and Sylvanas, he hates the Horde. He despises the Horde, as well as Jaina. So they have something in common. So Greymane has become more of a dick. I mean, he's basically kind of being more as well behind the scenes, trying to convince King Varian to kill the Horde. But Varian is not so stupid. King Varian is not as easy to trick. He's very kind, but he's very smart. I think he has good judgment at times, but I think he definitely needs to go with his gut. I want to see him more think for himself more, and trust his own feeling, not what other people think or his other advisors, generals think. I think he needs to really kind of become his own man, become his own king. Become the king that the people need, but a right king. Someone who's going to make the right choice, and that goes with his guts. Goes what he thinks is right, and not listen to dumb and dumber, evil and sociopath. Because he's got these two who just want to destroy the Horde. Jaina and Greymane, they want to get rid of the Horde, and I won't be surprised if Greymane becomes either dungeon or raid boss, or Lady Jaina, because they're kind of losing it. It would not surprise me if we get to fight both of them, either in a raid or dungeon, which would be interesting. Because Jaina is, again, she's just she's not herself. She's very fragile, and I think she is the kind of person, she's willing to do whatever it takes to get rid of the horde. She doesn't, she wants Sylvanas dead, but she wants more of the horde dead. She wants to get rid of the horde. Greymane also wanted Sylvanas dead, but he wants to get rid of the horde as well. And I think we're gonna see a great battle between the two characters. But I think they're gonna be also bosses. I think they're gonna go make a deal with somebody, maybe with Norzoth. He might convince those two to make deals with him. He might trick him to be somebody else, because remember, Norzoth is very, very, very smart. He's not a stupid old god. He's the smartest one. He knows how to trick you into doing things that he wants you to do. So it would not surprise me if Norzoth made a deal with Jaina and Greymane to grant them power to defeat the horde. And to serve him. And he says, I will grant you the power to defeat the horde if you serve me. But like, he might become King Varian, the other king, approach them as that, and make some sort of deal. So there's a lot there. I mean, there's a lot of good things that could come from this and expansion, and a lot of twists and turns I hope I get to see. But overall, the Alliance get to explore their new zone, Kotras, 3 different zones, and the Horde get to explore Zandalari, 3 different zones. I am looking forward to the expansion. And hopefully, by the end of the expansion, now, I wonder what's going to happen. One final thought. We explored majority. Let's talk about Azeroth. We explored Azeroth, and we are basically done. We've kind of explored every place that we can think of. They've created so many places. So my theory is that we might lose Azeroth, because I think we might go to a different place. There are different planets and places that we haven't seen yet or been to, that we can travel to. So yes, I definitely think that we might go excuse me, to space again. I think we might go to a different planet and to explore new worlds and to gain different powers. And I think along the way, we will see Sargeras and Illidan eventually down the line. And yeah, I mean, like I said, this is going to be exciting new expansion. I think this is going to be the best one. Legion was great. Legion was my favorite. I think Legion did a good job of it kept me entertained. But I'm ready for something new. I'm ready to play. I play both Horde and Alliance, so I've got I'm working fast to make sure everyone's level 110, have the gear, and blah blah blah. Done the stories. But overall, you guys, this is going to be, it's coming out, oh yeah, Battle for Azeroth. If you did not know, it's August 14th of this year. I thought it was going to be September. A lot of people thought it would have been September 14th, but no. August 14th is the release date. Looking forward to it. And I cannot wait to see what they are going to do next. This is going to be one hell of an expansion. Thank you for watching. Listen, if you guys want to write me some stuff, I'm on Twitter, Stephen Barker, very easy. And write to me in the comments below. What do you guys think of? What you guys are expecting to see for Battle for Azeroth, and what you think might happen at the end of Battle for Azeroth, and what other bosses that you might want to see. So give me your thoughts and your opinions. I want to know what you guys think for Battle for Azeroth. What you're expecting, expectations, and what are you looking forward to moving forward. Like for Battlegrounds and the new talents. So yeah, like this button, dislike, whatever, subscribe if you like, and I'll talk to you guys there. All right, have a good day wherever you guys are. Good night. No, good day. Bye.